Power rested in the people, not the government. Freedom to think, to speak, to act, to criticize your government. All protected. We became the model for the world. In both documents, there's a singular word, we. We hold these truths self-evident. We, the people. Both. You've got to remember this. Both are statements of a common purpose. A common purpose of one people, one nation. Our Constitution doesn't begin with the phrase, we the Democrats, we the Republicans. And it certainly doesn't begin with the phrase, we the donors. Look, it began with the phrase that stands for, we're all in this together. We need to remember that today. I think more than any time in my career. Our politics have become so mean, so petty, so negative, so partisan, so angry, and so unproductive. Instead of debating our opponents, we demonize them. Instead of questioning judgment, we question their motive. Instead of listening, we shout. Instead of looking for solutions, we look to score political points. But no more. This politics is pulling us apart. It's ripping this country apart at the seams. Our politicians, our politics today, attracted to division. And our president is the divider-in-chief. Look, he's not the only one. Far from it. He's just the worst practitioner of politics that singles out, scapegoats, and demonizes. He holds out the other as the source of all their problems. You hear it. The immigrant, the Muslim, anyone different in creed or color or conviction. They're the problem. That's what he said. That's been a scheme used by unscrupulous politicians for decades. But it comes at a gigantic cost. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. It comes at a gigantic cost. It weakens us. It distracts us. It divides us. It causes us to lose credibility around the world. You know, it picks at the wound and it solves nothing. This is not who we are. This is not who we are. And I absolutely
love you, Joe!
To accept the notion that that's what we have to do. So, in this country, we're all bound together in this great experiment of equality and opportunity and decency. We haven't lived up to it. We've never given up on it. Everyone, and I mean everyone is in on the deal. That's why we've been the beacon of hope for the rest of the world. That's why the world has always looked at us. That must be Bernie or somebody. I don't know who that is. America's unique in all the world. America, folks, is an idea. An idea stronger than any army, bigger than any ocean, more powerful than any dictator or tyrant. It offers hope to the tired, the poor, your huddled masses, the breathe free. It's written on the Statue of Liberty. You seem to have given up on it. America guarantees everyone, and I mean everyone, be treated with dignity. America gives hate no safe harbor. That's what we believe. That's who we are. I believe America has always been at its best when America is acted as one America. One America. One America may be a simple notion, but it doesn't make it any less profound. This nation needs to come together. It has to come together. Folks, we started this campaign, what we did. I said I was running for 3 reasons. The first is restore the soul of the nation, the essence of who we are. And the second is to rebuild the backbone of this nation. And the third, to unite this nation. One America. One America. I know some of the really smart folks say Democrats don't want to hear about unions. They say Democrats are so angry that the angrier a candidate can be, the better chance he or she has to win the Democratic nomination. Well, I don't believe it. I really don't. I believe Democrats want to unify this nation. That's what our party's always been about. And it's always been about unity. It's people want a president to add to our division, lead with a clenched fist, a closed hand, a hard heart, to demonize your opponent, to spew hatred. They don't need me. They've got President Donald Trump. I'm ready to go for our country, Democrats, Republicans, and Independents, a different path. Not back to a path that never was, but to a future that fulfills our true potential as a country. Now, some of these same people are saying, you know, Biden just doesn't get it. I can't work with Republicans anymore. That's not the way it works anymore. Well, folks, I'm going to say something outrageous. I know how to make government work. Not because I've talked and tweeted about it, but because I've done it. I've worked across the aisle to reach consensus, helped make government work in the past. I can do that again with your help. For me, our principles must never be compromised, but compromise itself is not a dirty word. Consensus is not a weakness. It's the only way our founders down the road there thought it was the only way we could govern. It was necessary. It was designed the way the Constitution sits. It requires consensus. You know, I did it when I was a senator. It's what I did as your vice president, working with Barack Obama. And it's what I will do as your president. Let me be real clear. Everybody listen, Democrats and Republicans. If I'm elected your president, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make progress on the matters that matter most. Civil liberties, civil rights, voting rights, women's right to choose, national security, health care. An economy that works not just well. Climate change policies that will save our children and grandchildren and this planet. I know there are times there's only a bare-knuckle fight will do. I know we have to take on Republicans to do what's right without any help from them. That's what it took to pass the Affordable Care Act. That was a tough fight, but it was a big deal. Which reminds me, I think we should step back and say something we don't often say enough as a party and as a nation. Barack Obama was an extraordinary man. I watched up close his character, courage, and vision. He was the president our children could and did look up to. He was a great president. And I was proud to serve as a vice president, but never more proud than the day we passed health care. Yeah, health care. A lot of presidents before have tried it. Other administrations have not been able to do it. But it was done by Barack Obama without a single Republican vote. So I know how to get things done, help. I know how to go toe-to-toe with the GOP, but it doesn't have to be, and it can't be that way on every single issue. Look at the Recovery Act. The Recovery Act, the cornerstone of the nation's economic recovery from the depths of the greatest financial crisis short of a depression that we ever faced in our history. And that's a big reason we now have had 10 years of uninterrupted economic growth. Well, we needed to find 3 Republicans in the United States Senate to get it passed. It was my job to find them, persuade them. I did, they did, and the country did better than it has before. One more aside. I know President Trump likes to take credit for the economy and the economic growth and the low unemployment numbers. But just look at the facts, not the alternative facts. President Trump inherited an economy from Obama-Biden administration that was given to him. Just like he inherited everything else in his life. Just like everything else he's been given in his life, he's in the process of squandering that as well. The Recovery Act helped save the state from from economic ruin. To get down to it, we had to get the work done. We had to bring you Republicans along. If we hadn't done it, we could have had another Great Depression or economic ruin. So folks, working together matters. It matters. The American people want their government to work. And I don't think that's too much for them to ask. I know some people in D.C. say it can't be done. Well, let me tell them something. And make sure they understand this. The country is sick of the division. We're sick of the fighting. We're sick of the childish behavior. There isn't a single person among you or anywhere in this country who can get away with that in their jobs. All they want is for their president, their senators, their representatives, just do their job. Just do your job. Above all, have a president who measures his or her days by the people he brings together rather than the division that he sows. Look, folks, you all know as well as I do you live here. You know there's serious work that has to be done. But it's not being done by a president who wakes up in the middle of the night and wages a war in trigger, or like the guy in the whistle back there. Wonder who campaigned his trigger. While he's lashing out at his political opponents, obsessing over his personal grievances. Look, here's the most important thing to remember. The rest of the world isn't waiting. China isn't waiting. They're building 5G, mastering AI. They're rewriting the rules of the internet. They're moving into areas that should not be abandoned by us. The rest of the world hasn't given up on the Paris Climate Accord. They're pushing it. They know it's essential for human existence. The greatest challenges we face in the future will be over technology, intellectual property, clean energy, a warming planet. There's not a single thing that building a wall or imposing another tariff can address on any of these issues. Folks, we need a 21st century strategy for America. Every tool that Donald Trump uses is out of the past. Folks, we have to get focused. Focus on the future. It's the only way we're going to invest in an educational system our people need to succeed in the 21st century. Jill always said, she's a community college professor, she always said, any country that out-educates us will out-compete us. That's just a natural fact. Folks, that success will come when we generate free community colleges, invest in job training and apprenticeships, continuing education, allowing people to fill jobs in the future, a stronger commitment to pre-K, and so much more. Folks, we know it works. We know we have to do it. So let's stop fighting and start fixing.